Going into Chicago, I already knew that God had been calling me to be a missionary. And I had all these places like Ireland and Uganda and everything that I wanted to go, but not necessarily where I felt He was directing me to. So when we got to Chicago, I felt God calling me through the theme of the week, Dream Wildly. And it reminded me of a quote that I had heard: if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. For a long time, He'd been telling me to go somewhere where I didn't want to go, and I had my heart and my eyes set on Ireland. Halfway through the week, we were listening to Oceans, and the words were, "Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander." And I realized I hadn't been giving Him full control. And I said, "Okay, God, I haven't given you complete control. Why don't you just take me where you want me to go? Help me overcome my fear, because it's not in my control, it's in your control. Whatever happens, let it happen." And as soon as I said that, He said, "Go to India." During the evening sessions, before the speaker would come on and start talking, the MC would come up and say, "Okay, who had a God moment?" And I stood up and I told everyone about India in front of probably 200, 250 students. And when I was done, he looked at me and said, "I think that's really cool. We're actually going on a trip to India next year. You should come with us." And that just kind of set it in stone for me. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is where I need to be going.
So a few weeks ago, I had the privilege of going on a mission trip to Chicago with our student ministry. While I was there, I volunteered as a camp counselor for a week. I got to hang out with some pretty cool kids who came from low-income families. I was able to talk with them. I was able to share with them about Christ and just be able to love on them, play with them that whole week, and I was just really touched by their stories. They were just really joyful despite all that was going on in their lives, of just being abused or just not having enough food, or just not having somebody to look up to in their home. The theme of the whole mission trip was Dreaming Wildly, and I had just been asking God what my dream was, and He gave me this crazy dream of wanting to help kids share my passion through dance. I'm hoping that dance will be an opportunity to share with them who Christ really is. I want to be able to share His love through dancing. The ultimate dream I had was to be able to take this over to Uganda, to be able to share that with the kids in Uganda. My heart just is connected to Uganda.
I just want to say thank you so much for investing in the lives of our students. Whether you have contributed financially or you've just spent a lot of time in prayer, it is making a difference. We've also had 5 students this year that have accepted Christ into their life for the first time, and they're beginning to understand what it means to trust Christ fully. So again, thank you so much for being a part of what literally will be changing not just the lives of these students, but hopefully generations of lives to follow.